What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. Today is going to be kind of a weekly recap type of video. First and foremost, I do want to say sorry for the lighting. I'm using the light from my phone because if I don't have it on, it's kind of a weird glare, or at least in the LCD over here is. And so that at least gives light. You can kind of see how dirty my glasses are, and that is okay. But anyway, I just wanted to start with that. First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys for the support. When I first started toying with the idea of just changing it to a lifestyle vlog versus like refusing to put fitness on here, I thought not a lot of people are going to want to stick around and stay tuned, and strangely the views on my videos have been more than what they were previously, so maybe more people care about that than I previously thought. But at the end of the day, you know, I hope people like the stuff. But if not, like, this is something I have to do for myself. Not every vlog is going to be fitness related, as I've said a million times, but YouTube can no longer be an excuse for me. This is something that has to happen. So, this week. Now, the official weigh-in will be tomorrow, and tomorrow is actually the technical start of my challenge with my buddy Gabe, and I will do an official weigh-in tomorrow to start it. Now, you may ask, why did you start a week early if you're challenged? Why didn't you bulk up so you could lose more weight? And that's kind of not what the idea was. I wanted to do fitness anyway. I wanted to start getting in shape, and I had the idea of changing this channel, or not changing it, but doing more stuff like that on here. And then my buddy Gabe was like, hey, I'm coming in July? And he was like, why don't we do a challenge this year, only stick to it? And I said, yeah, sure. But I had already made up my mind that I was ready to do it, so I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it this week, and then I'll start next week, and, you know, whatever. So I'm going to be a little bit less than what I currently was to start the challenge, because I've already lost weight. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Starting last week, I was 253.8 pounds. Now, I have weighed myself, and I do know that I have lost weight. Granted, the number is not necessarily my number one goal. It is more so the idea of just toning up. And when I say toning, I mean losing a crap ton of fat off of my body. But obviously the weight will come down with that, because I'm not naturally 250 pounds. There are super jacked guys that are like 210. So clearly I'm going to lose some fat and lose some weight. But regardless, this week I feel like I did pretty good. As far as eating this week, I stayed under my calories every single day. Actually, I don't think I ever hit above 1900. 1900 is what I have allotted in my FitnessPal, which I do track every day. You can feel free to send me a request on there. You can add me at Ocean Screw, or add me on Instagram. I post a lot of my food and stuff in my story, and just on Instagram in general, which is at J_Seabolt3. You can follow me there, which the links are in the description as well. If you want to stay more in depth as to what I'm doing. But anyway, I feel like this week was really solid with eating. I stayed under my calories. I need to work on my macros, but I'm not trying to jump in like full-fledged. Like, I know that I need to kind of take my time and get into it, and not go just overboard. And I've said this a couple of times before, but generally where I get lost like myself is when I say, I want to do this, and then I try to jump all in, and then that first couple of days is just so overwhelming, and then I end up failing. So later on down the road, sure, I will get with my macros and stuff like that. I do try to track, I do try to make sure I get at least a relatively decent amount of protein, because I do lift weights and stuff, so especially on days that I'll be actually lifting, like yesterday when I did my shoulder, like my arms, shoulders, bis, and tris, I made sure to try to get a little bit of extra protein versus a regular day. But you know what? I still have to do some research on that stuff anyway, and I don't want to jump on one bandwagon or the other without doing my own research. Exercising, I did every day, actually. I don't remember if I did Monday or not, but Monday was kind of that weird gray area where it's like I started, but I didn't. Tuesday I worked out, Wednesday I worked out, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I worked out all those days. Today was going to be an active rest day, but I had to shovel 10 inches, I'm sorry, well, it was like 10 inches to a foot of snow off of my driveway, and it took me 40 minutes, and it was very strenuous labor because it was very heavy, compact snow. I sweated a lot. I sweated a ton. It was a pretty tough thing, but regardless, so yeah, I guess I technically got an active recovery. I was going to work out today, but it was going to be a very kind of a light thing because I do want to rest my muscles, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking, rest. You just started, but yes, absolutely rest. I don't want to push myself to the limit of getting injured or doing anything stupid that would prevent me from continuing on. I don't want to do anything that would make me become overwhelmed and say, you know what, I can't do this. And so yeah, I was going to take kind of an active rest day. So absolutely, I was going to rest today. And I don't think that resting one day out of the week would be bad for me at this moment, because again, I don't want to jump all in and kill myself and then not be here to try to finish it. Like I said, tomorrow is when the challenge officially starts. It'll be roughly almost 4 months, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do some research tonight on apps for different exercises and stuff. I'm not going to be going to a gym. It's going to be 99% from home, or I can go to a track or the park or outside of my house and walk or anything like that, because I do want to do some cardio as well. But I really want to do any kind of muscle building, because I think that that's important as well. And so I'm going to be doing some research tonight on different apps to use, because I need some different variations of exercises. I know a lot from when I was into fitness 8 years ago, and then growing up I would always go to the gym with my dad, because my dad has always been in really phenomenal shape, and so I picked up a lot from him, different exercises and stuff for different body parts. So hopefully I can kind of put some of that into work and be able to do stuff to keep it fresh and exciting. That way I don't burn myself out. And then there are a few things that I am going to do this coming week. Tomorrow I'll probably do some progression style stuff. I want to progress my push-ups. I have like this, actually I was talking to my buddy Gabe about it, and he was talking about progressions, because I told you I want to do handstand. I don't know why. You just sometimes, like, you ever just in life saw something and you're just like, I want to do that. No reason behind it, I just want to. And I was talking to him, and he gave me like this big list of progressions to get to a handstand, and tomorrow I'm going to make the second progression, because right now I'm doing push-ups off of a counter, and you know, you think that it's, you know, people probably would make fun of that, but it's what I had to do. And it was a lot better for me to do push-ups off of the counter than to not do push-ups. And I've gotten stronger. I mean, I would usually do them in reps of 20, and I can usually bang out 20 pretty quickly. I can still feel it because I engage my muscles. Sure, I could get down and pump them out and not feel anything, but I try to engage the muscles, because that's kind of the point. But tomorrow I'm going to actually initiate doing push-ups from the knee, and I'm not jumping full-fledged into it. Well, hey, you might say, why not try some regular push-ups? And I could, but why not just go to the knee where I know I'll be comfortable but can still engage and get a workout and not risk hurting myself or having improper form and things like that. So I'm going to be doing that. I also need to progress on my squats, because your legs are supposed to be like, at least like if this is your feet and then your knees, your hips are supposed to be like this. Mine are like this, and it's because I have no flexibility or mobility within my hips. Plus I'm fat as crap, and there's several different things, and so I need to work on that. I have a bucket, and I'm going to do the bucket progression, where you kind of squat over the bucket until you hit the bucket, just to try to get my flexibility down. When I did yoga a few years ago, I actually got to where I could get really deep in a squat, and I might actually take some of that work and go just to try to increase my flexibility a little bit. My other plan for tonight is to set forth kind of a little bit of a guide. I have stuff that I want to do, and I know that people say you can't really wing it, and I think I may agree with that for the most part. I think you kind of have to have an idea. And so there's a couple of things I want. I want at least one like good cardio day of like running or walking or something, because like I am going to be working out, and there's going to be a lot of circuit style stuff, because I'm going to be doing some like calisthenics and stuff, but I still want just a day of walking or running. I like that stuff. When I was into fitness, I really liked to walk or run. I love to run. I would get runner's highs and just like, man, I could just run forever. I loved it. What a crazy turn of events my life has had since then. But fitness-wise, I mean. So I want to set forth a day of that, and then I do want to incorporate yoga into my workout at least once a week, even if it's on a rest day. Honestly, Sunday might be a good day for that. Kind of an active recovery. Just do some yoga to kind of, just heal some of those muscles and stuff like that. I don't know. And then, of course, I do want to do weights. So I don't know. I need to set forth some sort of plan even if it's not a Monday this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, you know, if something comes up and I need something shorter, I can still kind of move them around, but I want to have certain exercises each week that I do. And I think that is about it. Tomorrow I will have the official weigh-in, which you'll see how much I lost in the first week. But then it also technically starts anew because now the challenge with my buddy Gabe is starting. And I'll talk more about that obviously in tomorrow's video, where I'll also show some stuff, maybe some workout type of stuff as well. I'm going to try to show my workouts a couple of times a week, not in full, but just a little montage like I did yesterday. And hopefully that will be cool. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So, I think that's it. So yeah, I am going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.